Well, on today's list, remember I put in a new door and new window, but I never had done all the trimming. So, you know, I've got parts of the house that still have to be done. Carpenters never finish their own houses, you know that. Like mechanics never finish their own. So, cars. And so I'm all set up and I'm ready to do this. I got the boards. I got the table saws outside there. Not table saw, the chop saw. Table saws downstairs. I'm all ready. And I haven't been paying attention. And I don't know if you can see the black. It's like, oh great. We're gonna have some rain. Is that what it's trying to tell me? This side's fine. This side, not so much. So we're gonna try, see what the weather does. It was only supposed to be partly cloudy today, rain tomorrow. I figured if I got these things all trimmed out, then tomorrow I'd be able to do painting and stuff if it's raining. That could be a change of plans. Well, you can see the wind is really picked up and it's coming. So we pulled all the tools in just to make sure nobody gets wet and hope it passes quickly. Let's see. Okay. So this window, I wasn't going to trim off, but I said, okay, but I might as well do it. I've got everything out, and if it rains tomorrow, that way I'll be able to have, you know, I can stay inside and just do painting. So I got that one done, and let's see. And this is all done and ready to paint too. I should have turned the light on there. But these windows are done, just got to be painted. So I think all the carpentry stuff is done, so we'll be able to now work on painting more. Okay, so that's good right there. All right. So we're doing the carpentry stuff. We're trying to get everything done so that we can then be able to put the place up for sale. We don't know what we're going to sell it for. We haven't decided that. We have an idea of what it's going to be. We're debating whether we're going to, offer financing with that or whatever. But the option to rent is not. It's not there. We're going to be starting a new business, new house, new almost everything. So there's no point in us keeping this because we're going to be so busy doing that we'd only be able to get down there very infrequently. And we also need the capital. Different people wrote today and said that, oh, I thought you were independently wealthy. And, no, seriously. And I said, I wish. And that I was just doing, this marketing stuff for Eleuthera and working at Potlatch sort of as hobby, extra income, something to do kind of thing while we were down here. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. So I'm not sure I've told you, but years ago when it's always been that way, carpenters never finish their own houses right off. Mechanics never finish their own cars or whatever. And when the kids were little, they, not too little, but little enough, they started to realize, we had a house that had like, what was it? What did I tell you they were? It was just plywood countertops.
Oh, European style.
I told her they were European style counters.
With 2x4s.
And all of a sudden, we decided we were going to sell that house. And
15 years.
Right.
15 years.
And then, so I'm making the cabinets and the cabinet doors, and the kids went to Sid, Mom, Dad's finishing the house. Are we moving? So it's always been that thing as they were growing up. Dad's finishing the house. Are we moving again? So this house in Vermont will be number 9 or number 10.
I don't know, I'm just a good sport.
Yeah. I can't remember which one, but we've only had what, 3 houses that we didn't build. This one, the first one I bought in Rhode Island, and then there was one in Vermont when we first moved there. It was an old farmhouse. But the rest have all been built.
No, that was 2 houses.
No, because there was Narragansett. There was this one. I mean, we didn't build it.
This was a warehouse.
Well, I suppose, yeah. I mean, the structure was sort of here on this one, but we ended up rebuilding it because it used to be sort of like that. But not a brand new build. Okay, that's part of the problem in this house, is that it's an old house, and you can't make things in old houses without spending a fortune, so you have to do a lot of make do along the way kind of stuff. That's just how it is, so that everything looks good, but you can't get it absolutely perfect without spending a fortune in time and everything else to do it. So it is what it is. So yeah, that whole saying still holds true. We are getting ready to sell the house, so yes, we are finishing it off.
No.
Well, not all. I'm not going to bother. The hallway down there hasn't been tiled, and I figure whoever buys it,
Front bedrooms, haven't
right, and they'll do whatever they want. They may want to take out the tile floors, put in different tile floors, whatever they want to do. But I think the price we'll be asking is probably what we would consider a very reasonable price for it, but we just haven't, figured out. It's not going to be anything outrageous. And then the when will probably be, I know, I talk about this awful calmly, right? That we're going to adios, but we've done it before. We've moved, we've changed. We haven't moved countries like that, but we have, because we moved from Vermont to here, and now we're going from here to Vermont. Is there a chance things will change? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I think there's a very slim chance, not a whole lot, which is why I've put so much effort into learning about coffee and different ways to brew it, different ways to roast it, all that, because that's what I see as a potential business. I mean, coffee. It's the second most traded commodity on the planet. And, that's a whole different realm of learning, a whole different realm altogether. I mean, if you get bored sometime and you want to learn about coffee, how it starts, where you buy it wholesale, what those prices are, and you say, oh my God, the farmer? How does he do it? I mean, how the amount of money, and I mean, it's the same everywhere, really, but it's an incredible thing that, and we'd like to learn more about it, and also be able to, at some point, we don't have that ability now, but at some point be able to say, yes, we work with this farm here and this farm here, and that way we'll be able to help them grow, feed their families, take care of them, and they'll produce a better and better crop of beans. Someday, maybe. We'll see. I know. 60 years old, and I'm thinking, but hey, I'm not really too concerned about it. It's, it's going to be what it's going to be. And the whole thing of it is that it's exciting. There's a lot to learn. I think there's we're going to try to do some different things where there's going to be a giving back to the community. We haven't figured that one exactly yet, where there's, you buy so many bags and we'll take so much of that money and put it aside and then donate it to a food cause, or try to sell coffee was one of the other things for kids, for like fundraisers, so that we won't make as much, but it helps the school out with the fundraising type thing. I'm also thinking in terms of trying to find local artisans who maybe would make mugs with our logo or something on them, and they would get so much for every mug sale, or somebody to design a t-shirt, an artist to design a t-shirt with the logo on it, and then they would get so much for that. So we're trying to figure out ways that we can not only benefit for us, but that other people will be also able to benefit. So it's going to be a whole new adventure the house one. You know, somebody mentioned, oh, you should come to Miami-Dade, Florida, that part of Florida. There's tons of project manager jobs. And I'm like, there's a lot of Florida I'm not real keen on, to be honest. So I don't think that. And then you've also got the kids, grandkids, parents. So if we're going back, we might as well go back and be up that way with all of them. It's probably going to take me 6 months to a year to acclimate, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to probably look like, you ever seen the, remember, you know, the Michelin Man with the things all over him? You know how he's got that suit? Yeah, that'll be me in the summer. So stay tuned. We're still doing more here. We're going to keep this going, and then what'll happen is once we make the transition, that'll be not a whole new, but it'll just be a continuation in a different vein. So thanks everybody for watching. The channel's still growing, and I'm hoping because of this it doesn't, you know, drop off, but I can't change that. This is the way it is. This is life. This is what's happening. This is it. Is Dad changing the cabinets and everything? Are we moving? Yes.